It is so nice to commune. We were over at Greg's house yesterday and just sitting there and just talking and really feeling this and feeling like this is something that we are called to do, and nobody else is doing it. I want to say one thing that is a little different about this. I grew up fat, black, adopted by white folks, hosts of things. So I've been made fun of for a lot of things. And I can tell you it's often not what you're made fun of, it's what happens when you're made fun of. It's like where the Calvary comes. So that's how, so somebody will say something, and the damage it does and how it hurts is the response. And one thing we can't forget about these kids, these gay kids, because I'm hearing people, is the assumption, like, well, tell your parents. You know, see, when they called me a nigger, I told my mom they called that a nigger. That was unacceptable. If somebody's calling you these names, you know, these quag and all these other names, they say quag, these fag, like these, you know, anti-gay names, that's a two-conversation thing with your mother. Mom, they're calling me their name, and then mom's like, well, why are they calling you that? So we have to remember these kids may not be comfortable or ready. And I want to say one thing, and Greg and I talked about this. This is who I am. My body has moved like this. My parents had a conversation at 4. They thought I'd be gay. They didn't know I'd be gay. They saw it. But some of our bodies move like this. This is who we are. That does not mean up here we are mentally ready to defend ourselves and we have it all together in 3rd grade. So just because you see a little sissy running down the street doesn't mean that sissy doesn't need protection. 4 years old is 4 years old. Okay. This is for the sissies. This is for boys who never have the option of coming out because they are born out. This is for little boys who are always told they walk and talk like little girls, only instead of being offended are okay with that. This is for little boys who are called a fag so many times they lose count by the first time they get home from elementary school. Keep your head up, kids. One down, only 2,159 more school days until graduation. May you find favor at the playground gods, and they with you. For while some choose to believe the battle for queer liberation begins and ends at the ballot box and courthouse steps, sissies know this battle began years before. On the playground, the school bus, the locker room, or anywhere else, the tongues of venomous children and the silent tongues of those assigned to stand guard but unwilling to protect gathered. But this is not for them. Not for the professional athletes, ex-boy band members, actors, cable news reporters, talk show hosts, or adulterous politicians who come clean, come out via professionally crafted press releases on the covers of magazines during May sweeps or as a preemptive strike to being outed. You are not heroic. There is nothing heroic about saying I'm gay. The fact that you waited until your retirement, the cancellation of your show, the breakup of your band, or the good old sexual scandal rules out brave. So I guess you'll have to settle for safe. Some say better late than never, but late is still late. Your 3rd act home plate, 11th hour coming out is of no value when little lambs are being sent to the slaughter daily simply because they were born with an identifiable spring in their step. So sit down, shut up, because this is not for you. This is for the sissies. Not for boys who have sex with boys and then one day decide to beat up boys who have sex with boys. May you never find eternal rest. May your innermost thoughts be flooded with images of broken bodies and the smell of burning flesh, because this is not for you. This is for the sissies, not for the closeted, the straight acting, the down low, or married men who creep at night. For while you wallow in the fear that someday someone will recognize and expose you, there are children at war with the school board gods, simply for the right to be recognized. And this is for them. This is for the sissies, whom I implore to keep skipping, singing, dancing, lisping, prancing, voguing, hopscotching, double dutching, or whatever brings you joy. For while it may feel like this world has nothing for you, you have much for this world. For the sissy gods knew you and named you in the womb of your mother. In you we see the fingerprints of God. So keep your head up, kids. Remember, you are in this world, but not of it. Set apart and ordained to do wondrous things. And we, your elder sissies, cannot wait to delight in your glory.